Good day and welcome back to Elementary 72 Gaming. So I'm once again back with another Attack on Titan video, and this is episode 4. Now episode 4 starts off with the first scene being the Colossal Titan in front of Eren. So we know that something is about to happen. We get a little bit of a recap on the entire episode, and we now understand what's going on. So we start off from this point where we have a future glimpse instead of starting off from the very start. So let's get into exactly what's going on. Now, when this episode starts, the two sides in this show, we still don't know them. We just know that there's the monsters called the Titans, and we know that there's the people inside the wall. And as we go in, we find the whole profile on each one of the individuals being given. So we get, let's see, we get Reiner, we get Bertold, we get told that they are excellent cadets. They are almost perfect cadets. Following them, preceding them would have been Mikasa as number 1, followed by Eni as number 2. And then we get the rest of the candidates filling in. We get Eren filling in just below Bertold and Reiner. Then we get below that there the rest of the squad following in with John, Historia, I'm forgetting everybody else, Connie, Sasha, and Ymir. Ymir didn't make it into the top 10. There's another in the top 10. I'm forgetting who it was. But nonetheless, we get the top 10. They're the ones who are eligible to enter into the military police to get the most cozy lifestyle. And we get this whole profile through a little bit of a profile reading of each one of them. We get to see how they progressed. We even get to see how Eren progressed. So we understand that he isn't the very best at academics, and he's just marginally better than everybody else in the field. And when it came to it, we get another little bit of information when it comes to showing the training for hand-to-hand combat. While everybody else is slacking off, Eren is taking it real seriously, and he's wondering what is the point to this pointless exercise. And something that Reiner tells him makes all the difference. And this is kind of the irony in the story. If you follow all of these little hints and tidbits, when we start reaching episodes 40, 45, 50, then everything starts to fall in, and you'll understand more about why I'm saying there's so much of irony in these statements. So he tells him, sometimes this is all that you get left with, and you have to make do with what you have. And it inspires Eren, and Eren starts to improve in terms of his skills. So that is where we move on from this point in Attack on Titan. Now, following this comes a whole lot of craziness that's about to go down in terms of the next few things to happen within Attack on Titan as things progress to the next stage where they finally have been given their cadet associations. Now they're being told to choose between 3 various organizations. The Scouts, who lead the front charge, literally roaming out into the monstrous Titans and fighting. Then following them, the secondary option is to form up on the walls as part of the garrison regiment or the wall guard. And the third is to join the military police to rule over everybody with law and order. So they understand that these are the 3 options for them, and this is everything that they have been trying to achieve. Everybody wants to stay closer to the safest area, which would be with the military police, and everybody else would want to stay in the wall garrison so that they don't have to face the fear of the wilderness with the Titans. So that is the way that the 3 regiments are being split up. Now, immediately after this here, they all go through to have a celebration, a feast basically, to say, well done, congratulations, you're making it up, we're going to be moving up a rank or 2. And as they're getting ready for this year, one of the members says, you're really going to throw up a chance to join the military police, to join the Titans? You're just going to become fodder in the front line. You're going to die. Haven't we lost enough? We've lost 1/5 of humanity already. As I said, there's 250,000 people were killed just to try and reclaim the areas. And if you count it up as 250 plus another 50,000 lost in all of the minor incidents, that's 300,000 made up 1/5 of their population. And if you count it by 5, that's 1.5 million people living on Paradise Island, or in their little rings inside the wall. So 1.5 million people. So that is all that the world has, 1.5 million people as far as these people are concerned. And they already lost 300,000, making them 1.2 million. Now, as it goes to this next point, this is the do or die all of the change in the story pace. And as he's sitting on the wall, they're having a little bit of a fun conversation because Sasha stole some meat from the officer's pantry and they're planning to share it with each other when lunchtime comes after a little bit. So, as they're all sitting and celebrating on the wall, next thing you know, this smash of lightning hits outside with this big blast below it, and this Titan head pops up right in front of Eren. This is the scene that it opened up with, and it's the Colossal Titan. He's back up on the wall and he releases this massive amount of heat that blows everybody off the top of the wall, destroys all the cannons. And as this here happens, you just see them looking down as they've all been blown down the wall. One or two got saved by their comrades. You know, being tossed off a wall is quite heavy. It took quite a bit of damage to some of them. And as they're looking down, they see that the gate has been kicked in. It's a repeat of what happened in Chiganchina, now in this next district called Trost. And it is a traumatic incident. Remember, they've been through the horror of watching people being eaten before. And they've seen this. Now they don't know what to do. Next thing, Eren rushes into motion. Let's take out the Colossal Titan. He jumps up. He screams out orders to the rest of his regiment. Remember, he's one of the top 10 in their class. He's one of the top 5, so he has a lot of pull when it comes to giving orders. Everybody will expect him to be one of the leaders, one of the front line. And he calls out, everybody gets ready, and they follow exactly as he's giving orders. He makes it to the top of the wall first, and he faces off with the Colossal Titan, getting ready to attack it straight up while everybody else is still frozen with fear or still getting up to the point of getting on the top of the wall to help him. At this point, we see the last scene of the show where they finally look at it and he's like, so it's you again. And this is where it ends. This is the end of episode 4. That is exactly where they stopped. Dead stop in the middle of a breach to that wall. Now, there are several things to recap from the first episode, the second episode, and the third episode to get to this point. Everything that happened in the first, second, and third episode is years and years and years compiled into a single quick scene, right? The first episode is hours put into a single scene. The second one is a few years put into a single scene. The third is a few years put into a single scene. But the fourth isn't years. The fourth is just a few months. So it is compact. It is quite a bit of story being put into one. But at this point, the story starts to slow down as progression starts to speed up. A lot happens in this next few episodes, in the next 4 or 5 episodes. So much happens that to just give them a quick review would be impossible to give. It would be easier to just go over every single incident, the breakdown of their formations, the report system, what they did, how many people they lost, what their intentions were, what they were planning to do, everything that was being done. And immediately when this happened, this is exactly how things are going to unfold. Now, things for you to understand is there's a lot of stuff being mentioned in the background. Like during the training scene, there are words and philosophies being spread around between the characters. Now, you have to understand one thing about this form of art. It's all about getting a philosophy through to other people. When you think about Mikasa and the way they call her a genius, everything about her is superb. She can think as smart as just about anybody. She is as strong as any of the other candidates when it comes to combat. She is as fast as any of the combats when it comes, any of the cadets when it comes to speed. She is a match for just about everybody. She is unique and she is absolutely powerful. When they saw the scout regiment departing and they're talking about Levi Ackerman, they don't know he's an Ackerman, they just say Captain Levi. They say that how he is equal to an entire brigade on his own. In other words, he is so phenomenal in the field that he's one of these unbelievable, untouchable individuals. Same thing is being said about Mikasa in general. She is of the same caliber. She is unbelievably skilled when it comes to fighting. Now, we don't understand why as yet. Even in the anime, till this point, we still don't understand what is going on with the Ackermans. At the end of the next chapter, when it comes to the comic, we most probably would understand what's going on. But I suspect that the anime is going to take a few weeks or a few months of break coming up in the next 2 or 3 weeks. and that is going to be where I start to catch up. Now, I am doing 2 episodes a week, so if I keep going at this rate in about 3 months, that should be just about enough for me to catch up, because it's going to be closer to a good enough figure. 4 weeks in a month, that's about 8 episodes a month. I'm trying to catch up with not that many. So in less than 10 weeks, I should be able to, sorry, not 10 weeks, four, that's 8, 8, 16, 8, 16, 24, 32, 40. Now, I might actually increase the number of episodes. So we will see how it goes. You might get 3 or 4 week in one of the months when we start getting to the heavy philosophy of this show. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. I hope that you all do enjoy these videos and these quick recaps. There wasn't that much of a story to tell in this episode, but there are a little bit of underlying facts that I have brushed over because they play an important part in another episode that I already know about. And that is because I've already watched the entire season all the way till the end. Actually, I've watched the entire series till the latest episode. So I will see you all in the next one. Have a good day.